Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. So today's video I'm actually partnering with Look Fantastic. If you don't know what Look Fantastic is, they are an online store that sell a whole bunch of different makeup brands. For example, they have brands like Ardell, they have Amazing Cosmetics, they have Dermalogica, Dr. Brandt, and you get the gist. Just all types of brands like that they have for sale on one website, so you can pretty much do your shopping in one place. I do have a discount code that you guys can use. It's going to be Bryanna20. I'll put it up here somewhere in the video and also in the description box below, along with a link that will send you over to the website. So they did send me over some stuff that I'm going to show you guys. They wanted me to create a fall look using these products. The rest of the products I'm using on my face, I tried to use brands that they do have available on that website, so you can just get it all there and it'll be nice and easy for you guys. So they sent over the LOV The Glorious Highlighting and Bronzing Palette. And it looks like this, super freaking pretty, so I can't wait to use that. They also sent over a Pixie Brow Powder Palette. They also sent over this LOV highlighter that looks like this, super pretty. They also sent over this Perricone MD No Makeup Lipstick in the shade Wine. And so yeah, if you guys want to see me create a fall makeup look using all these products, then just keep on watching. Alrighty, so to start off this look, I'm going to be taking the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. Now, for what I've seen on the website, I did not see MAC Cosmetics available for US, but I did see it available for UK. So if you live in the UK, you can get this. US, I'm not too sure. I could be wrong, but from what I saw, they didn't have MAC, but I think the rest of the products, I think I have one more MAC product, and then I think the rest is available on their website. Alright, so I am going to use tape today, and I'm going to use my e.l.f. tape like I always do, and I'm going to cut it in half. Okay, so I'll show you guys the palettes that I pulled out for this look. I have this Pixie Deluxe Candy palette, the Pixie and It's Judy Time palette, and then the Balm Me Matte Trimony. I can't even figure out how to say this right now. I'm like having a brain fart. But yes, and I just did look on their website and they did not have these palettes on their website, but they did have these brands, so I'm going to use them anyways. But so yeah, I think I'm mainly going to use this palette today. They did have all the other, or they did have some of the other Meat Matte palettes, but not exactly this one. But the quality on these palettes are so good. So I'm just going to go ahead and take the shade Matte Lynn, which is this cream shade. And I'm just setting my eyeshadow primer very lightly because I'm going pretty dramatic today. I want more of like a burgundy brown look, which is kind of why I picked this palette, because it's got like the burgundies and the purples. So I'm just cleaning off my brush really quick, but I'm going to do something a little bit different today. I did do this in one of my videos in the past, and I kind of want to do it again. I like doing this technique when I'm working with very bold colors, but I'm going to pack the color on in the crease first and then slowly blend it out with lighter shades. I just really have been liking that lately. This brush is like stained blue, but I promise you I literally just cleaned it. I'm going to take the shade Matte Kumar. I'm going to take some on my Unique crease brush, and I'm going to focus that right on my crease. Really packing on that color, and then I'm going to blend it out afterwards. Alright, so now that I have that color packed on, I'm going to go in with, let's see, I think I'm going to go in with Matte Lopez right there, and I'm going to blend out the lines. I'm going to go back in with that burgundy shade. I'm just going to deepen it up a little bit more. And then I'll go back in and just blend it out. I'm going to take another brush and I'm going to take a little bit of that matte Moskowitz, I think. It's like a plum purple. And I'm just going to put a little bit of that in the crease just to make it a little bit more vampy, because I want it to be super smoky. So I'm just kind of deepening up that shade, that burgundy shade a little bit. And then back in with that brush, I'm going to go ahead and blend out the edges. This time I have no product on it. I'm just using whatever is left over on the brush. I'm going to be taking the brush that I used for my crease and just kind of winging it out so it all goes together. And I don't have any products on this brush, so I'm strictly using whatever's left on it. And just going back and forth between the colors to make sure we have enough saturation with all the colors, but also making sure that it's nice and blended. Alrighty, so I feel like that is nice and blended. Now I'm just going to go in with some concealer. This is the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade NW15. I'm going to go ahead and cut my crease because I'm really feeling the cut crease look today. Especially with something like vampy and deep like this, like some pop of color on the lid. Oh, it'd be so pretty. So, if you guys are new to my channel, this is how I do my cut creases, and then I feel like this is how a lot of people do it. But I just pack it on the lid and then I look up and it creates that guide for where you should cut your crease. So usually when you cut your crease, you go over your lid space. Usually. I used to not do that, and then I learned this trick and I'm like, oh my god, my eyeshadow looks so much better this way. But I'm gonna stop talking because if I keep talking, I'm gonna mess up. And I don't think I'm gonna do it all the way. I am doing it pretty far, but I'm not gonna like go all the way towards the end just because I want to keep that part pretty deep. So I'm just going to take my finger and just kind of blend out that spot right there, just so when I put the color on top it doesn't leave a line. I've made that mistake before. Alright, so I think that's good enough. It doesn't have to be like 100% perfect. I'm a perfectionist, so I try to make it 100% perfect, but this should be just fine. Now, because this palette does not have any like shimmers in it, it's all matte shades, I'm going to go into one of these palettes. Now, I'm trying to decide. It will probably be this palette because this is all shimmers, and I feel like the colors in here would go with this look a little bit better. It's so hard to pick a shade, but I think I'm going to take this shade right here, and that's going to go in the inner half of my eye, and then I'm going to take this shade right here, and that's going to go in the outer half. But I'm going to start off with the darker shade first and just pack that over my lid, and then we'll see, maybe I'll add that other shade. So now that I finished that, I'm just going to take the two shades that I was using earlier, that burgundy and then the plum, and I'm going to put that in my outer corner. I'm just taking a fluffier brush just to be able to flick it out so it all goes together. Alright, so I decided I wanted the sparkly part to be like a lot more gold. I feel like it's not showing up as gold on camera. So I'm just going to take a flat shader brush with the shade from the It's Judy Time palette. It's called Bubbly, and it's just like a pure gold. Alrighty, so I think that is good. I think I like the way that looks. I'm gonna go ahead and do some eyeliner, some mascara, and lashes off camera just to make this video a little bit quicker for you guys. So for eyeliner, I'm gonna be using the Maybelline Master Precise All Day Liner in black. And then for mascara, I'm gonna be using this Ico London Black Magic Mascara. And then for lashes, I'm going to choose from one of these Ardell lashes. These are the this is the Mega Volume Kit, and I'm not sure which ones I'm going to choose yet, but I'll let you guys know after I do that. So I'm just going to do that off camera really quick, and I'll be right back. So for my lashes, I decided to use the 252s, which was the middle, and I accidentally cut this one too short, but I just glued on one of the ends that I cut off, and it looks fine. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and touch up the glue after the lash glue dries. That will probably be when I do my lower lash line. But I'm going to go ahead and take the Ordinary High Spreadability Fluid Primer. This is like a smoothing, lightweight primer. So I'm just going to use this today. And it looks like this. And it comes in a little dropper, so... And a little bit goes a long way. I'm so mad because I feel like the burgundy plummy color isn't really showing up as like bright as it really is. Alrighty, so now for foundation, I was going to use this one, but clearly it's way too light for me. So I'm just going to go ahead and use this Maybelline foundation. I'm not sure which shade I am. I think I'm just going to mix these two. I have the shades, what shades are you? 110 Porcelain and 118 Light Beige. This one's too dark and then this one's too light, so I'm just going to mix them together. And they do have Maybelline available on their website, hence why I'm using these. So I know I'm looking a little bit crazy. This foundation is a little bit too yellow, but I'm just going to fix it up with some concealer. I'm using the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, the same one I used earlier in NW15. I just pumped some on the back of my hand. I'm going to take a brush, apply it, and then blend it out with a beauty blender. Or a Real Techniques sponge, I should say. Alrighty, and now for powder, I'm going to be taking the Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder in the shade Translucent Light. I'm going to go ahead and bake my under eyes. Take my Real Techniques powder brush and just buff the rest of the powder everywhere else. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and dust that away. Alrighty, so now for bronzer, I'm going to take that LOV The Glorious Highlighting and Bronzing Palette. I'm going to take the Luminous Bronzer with my little bronzer brush here. I'm just going to warm up the face. That is a super pretty bronzer. It's not sparkly, it just has like kind of like a, you can't even really see the glow honestly, but it's super pretty. Now this little palette comes with the soft illuminator, so you can kind of use that towards the center of your face to give you a soft highlight, which I'm actually probably going to do today. And then it comes with a metallic highlighter. I'm not going to be using that today, I'm going to be using the other one they sent me. But I think I am going to use that soft illuminator because I feel like that would look pretty like right here on my face. So I really like that bronzer. It's like the perfect shade and oh, I just love it. And now for blush, I'm going to be taking this Cover FX palette. This is the Perfector Face palette, and I'm going to take the shade Sublime, which is this shade right here, and I'm just going to put that on my cheeks. Just a little bit. So now to kind of brighten up this area a little bit, like I said, I'm going to take the soft illuminator. I'm going to swatch it first. Okay, that should be okay. I'm just going to take a little bit on this like really random brush, and I'm just going to put it like right here. Like right, oh my god, that's so pretty. Kind of like right on the apples of my cheeks, just to really bring that forward. Yeah, you can see the luminosity now. Just like a little bit of glow. And then for highlights, I'm going to be using that Perfectitude Aurora Glow Highlighter. By the way, this little face palette is in the shade Gold Attraction, just an FYI. The packaging is super pretty. It's like holographic sparkle. I'm just going to take my highlight brush. Alright, so I turned on the brightness a little bit. I don't even know if you guys can notice, but I felt like it was too bright. But next for the brows, I'm going to be taking, like I showed you guys, the Pixi Brow Powder Palette. And it just comes with a bunch of different brow shades. So, I haven't used a powder, eyebrow powder in forever. So, if this goes bad, oof. But yeah, it comes with a bunch of different shades, and then you can also highlight your brows as well, which is nice to have it like all in one. So for my brows, I think I'm gonna use this shade right here. I feel like that's gonna be good. And I like that they're not like too warm where it makes your brows look red, like it's a nice cool color. And then I'm gonna go the next shade up from the shade I just used, and I'm gonna fill in the front part of my brow, just to make the front portion of my brow a little bit more like lighter, and then it fades to like a darker color. Okay, so that was extremely easy. I'm just gonna go ahead and take a spoolie and just brush it out, but that was so easy to do. I haven't used powder in forever. I thought I would mess up, but I feel like they look pretty good. I am gonna set my eyebrows though, and this is just a L'Oreal brow gel and it's clear, so no tint. But just because it's a powder, I like to set it with the gel. So I'm just going to do my lower lash line really quick, and I'm going to take this whole row right here. I'll apply this color, and then I'll apply this color to the outer corner, and then I'll blend it with this color. So I'm going to do that really quick. So now just some mascara on my lower lashes. Now to highlight highlight my inner corner of my brow bone, I'm going to go ahead and take the same highlighter that I used on my face, and I'm just going to apply it. So I want to brighten up the inner corner a little bit, so I'm just going to take the Pixie and Duluth Candy palette, and I'm just taking the first shade right there, and I'll put that on my inner corner, just because I want it to be a little bit brighter. And now it's time for the lips, and I hope this will look okay. Oh my god, it smells so good. I could just sit here and smell it. So it's showing up a lot more red than it does in person. It's literally the exact same color as the shade that I put in my crease. Like, not the purple, but like that maroon color. But so yeah. Alrighty guys, so that completes today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to let me know in the comments down below and give this video a big thumbs up. Again, a huge thank you to Look Fantastic for sponsoring today's video. Also, if you're new to my channel, be sure to click the subscribe button down below and turn on the notification bell to get notified every time I upload a new video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!